Here's the Hyundai Cubs offense that has been hitting on all cylinders.
Last start for
Will bat left-handed against Holmes. Higher average hitter right than left. And takes the first fastball of this Cubs batting order for his on-base percentage. 366 on bases. And Happ takes the sinker down. Remed wins. Happ fouls off the fastball, and it's 2-2. Started at third base. And a swing and a miss. Got him with a sinker. Happ is a strikeout victim to start Holmes' night.
that gets that ball moving from left to right as you're watching the TV. Started right on that inside corner, and they got down.
Tucker, who came over in trade from the Astros in the offseason, and so far the Great Ace has been so-so. Meanwhile, Tucker doing what Tucker does. Last year, he had a .993 OPS for half the season. He fouls off the sinker.
Bases.
Perhaps, can you imagine that 3-4 combination? Grounded foul outside first, and a 2-2 coming. And a check swing tapper. Holmes lets it go. Lindor with the bare hand, and he throws him out.
To watch this young man play defense. He knew because of the speed of Tucker, he had to barehand that play.
Gave the DH. Suzuki, when he's been healthy. And he moves away from an inside fastball and did not swing. It's 2-0.
This is
Suzuki hits a chopper out to short, and that's big hop for Lindor. And Holmes has himself a 1-2-3. And thinking about bunting for a hit. Lindor's gone 5 straight now and ahead of him 0-2. And he flies one out to right field. Back goes Tucker to the warning track. Back near the fence. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor leads off the game with a home run for the 4th time this season. And the Mets have a 1-0 lead, one batter in. Battle of the season, 1-0 New York. And now Soto coming off 2 home runs on Wednesday in Phoenix.
I mean, just trying to run that ball away and just held on to it a little too long.
Electric from the open. Cutter misses a. On the starting lineup for the Mets, as Ronnie mentioned. Here's Alonso, and Pete takes a fastball strike. Robbing him of 2 doubles in the game on Wednesday. Takes. Do the math. That's a lot of home runs.
Yes. 35 RBIs.
And slugging. And he hits one toward the middle of the diamond. Horner gets over in front of it. And throws him out 2 away. It gives you a great view of the ballpark.
Tyone's from the school. Very
6 distinct different pitches for Tyone. Fastball fouled off, and it's 2-2. Nimmo yanks one foul on that curveball. I mean, there are a lot of good center fielders. 2 coming, and Nimmo able to fight off that changeup. And he slashes that sinker foul. Last year, Tyone made 28. 2-2 coming, and Nimmo strokes that one the other way for a base hit. So an 8-pitch at bat for Nimmo. 20 pitches already for Tyone in the first inning. And that's the season. And he fouls that one off the right side. 1-2. He's got great career numbers. 1-2 coming. Curveball in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Brett Beatty sitting 6th in the order. He would be next. It's have worked Tyone in this first inning, about to throw his 25th pitch. And Alvarez goes down swinging on the sweeper to end the inning. Bush in his 2nd full season with the Cubs takes a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Dodgers. Holmes ahead of him 0-2. Why do you?
Gary, the only problem with that, when you have that weapon.
And if the sinker's moving that much, does it change how he tunnels to 2-2 to Bush. And that's up and away with a four-seamer and a Folke, best in the majors. Bouncing ball on the right side. Holmes has already got majors. Here's Carson Kelly, who might be as big a story as any for the Cubs. And he takes a sweeper for a strike. Kelly's career average this year, 1261. I mean, how do you explain how... He pops one up on the right.
I thought that was going to be way into the stands. The wind kind of held that up. Catches it right off the...
And he pops this one up, and he will chase this in a different direction. And he again can't quite get to...
Made it a play off the net there.
Right into the mitt of Alvarez. Second strike this year. Highest swing rate in the majors, second highest chase rate in the majors, but he wouldn't chase that changeup, and it's 2-1. And that fastball just missed, so Crow Armstrong going against type, and he takes a walk. So Holmes never got him once to go out of the strike zone. Did win healthy. He's hitting 281. Crow Armstrong has a dozen steals. Holmes gave him. Warner takes a slider just outside, 1-0.
Again.
So they were in the same division. Another slider away, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Horner. And he's going. The pitch is strike. The throw by Alvarez right on the money, and he got it. To end the top of the second. Now Brett Beatty takes a curveball strike from Jamison Tyone as we go to the bottom.
Feels like a little bit of a wake-up call for Mark, doesn't it?
Beatty takes fastball up and in, 1-2. And Beatty gets one in the air to left center field. Back in the gap goes Crow Armstrong at the wall. It's out of here. Brett Beatty with his second.
He goes to AAA. But with the best part of this was that it was a high fastball from Tyone.
Runs this year. This is his 8th start. And Acuna takes a letter high strike, and it's 0-2.
Ended up away.
Acuna hits a slow grounder. Tough play for Swanson coming in. And a close play at first, but he got him. A hamstring cramp, and he drives this one to deep right field. Tucker looks up, and it's out of here. Mets play. Jeff had not.
You know, Gary, luckily I set this game up as, you know, the hitting Cubs against the pitching.
Two cities. And a fastball in for a strike, and we check in with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Guys, I hate to up song than My Girl. We can get into the decision-making and how it's going to look. I can't tell you.
I didn't ask you.
Oh.
That's deflected by Kyle on the back.
On the day I set you free, I told you could always count on.
So the good news, boys, is he's sticking with Motown, and he understood that it would be too much to change his walk-up music and
Soto smacks that one to left, but overcomes Happ, and he jumps to make the catch. Happ misread that ball. It had a weird leads off against Clay Holmes. Horner was at the plate when Pete Crow Armstrong was caught stealing to end the last inning, and he takes a sweeper for a to the Horner, and he grounds one toward the hole off the glove of the diving Beatty. And there's the first hit against Clay.
On that ball and laying that tag down before they can get the hand in. You see a lot of body tags that.
When he threw out Corbin Carroll in Arizona, that was a great tag by Lindor. Double play ball, Lindor with the flip, Acuna with the turn, 6-4-3 double play. It was Senger, and now it's Alvarez. Alvarez thrown out 4 out of 10, which is awfully good in its own right.
I'm sure, what was it, 2 months before he threw anybody out, or it felt like that, right? They got after it. They worked at it to get much better. The pitchers to hold the runners closer. And I think also
third baseman kind of a black hole for Chicago this year. They started out with the rookie Matt Shaw. He didn't hit. They sent out Justin Turner, who has been known to play third base in his career. Although I think he might be a little past there. And he said no. Which you can kind of understand after spring training when he was miffed. Gets Ian Happ a turn with a runner aboard.
Ian Happ.
Pounds one into the ground on a sinker, 0-1. Tries to change up there and missed with it. A ball. It's already halfway down the hill.
Yeah.
Happ picks up an end. It's 2-2. Usually, switch hitters only hit 2-2. Poke the other way. Nemo's there. Side retired. Everything else. He's just had a great first quarter of the season.
Hitters always talk about their
increased his walk rate. That's grounded toward the hole. Swanson on the backhand sweeps it up and throws across for the out, one away. Takes a curveball down from Tyone, ball one. Coming into the game, Tyone had pretty severe backward splits. We mentioned that every one of the home runs he'd given up before tonight was to up into Nemo 3-1.
Carlos Mendoza before the game tells you Gimpy decided to DH him instead.
That's ball four, and so Nemo's off for the second time.
Good shot there.
Steady dive. And Alvarez smashes one foul deep down the right field line. That's the 1-2 coming. And Alvarez hits it back up the middle. Horner with a dive, but he can't. He homered his first time up. And Brett takes the curveball down for ball one. He's a big kid, and he certainly has the power to hit the ball out. You can see these two teams playing in October. One-two coming to Beatty, and he poked at second. Beatty at first, and Acuna hits one toward the middle of the diamond. Swanson with the step and toss, he throws it away. Two-run score.
Well, I don't understand this play by Swanson. He's so smart.
But this has not been their most shining game so far. 9 steals in 10 tries, not going. And McNeil takes a borderline strike, and it's 0-2 here. And takes the curveball for strike three called. He didn't think so. But Tyone gets the strikeout. Tucker takes a strike at the knees. Now Swanson throwing one away for 2 runs. And the changeup, he held the swing in time. The ball is in the air to right field. That's hit well. Back goes Soto to the warning track. Back at the fence. Leaps, but he can't get it. Home run.
Whoa. Only the 7th home run allowed. Soto first.
Yeah, Suzuki takes a slider in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Holmes pitcher beginning his Mets career since Oral Hershiser. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, retrieved by Alvarez, and he throws out Suzuki's time up. Bush pulls one past Alonso into right field, a base hit.
Boy, a lot of top spin on that double to right field.
Sinker below the knees for ball one. Good sinker there. Hasn't quite had as much horizontal break the last 2 innings, but he's still to Kelly. Takes that one down, 3-1 tonight. Kelly chops that one foul, or was it fair? I think the ball hit the fingers and the bat and is out. We'll see if they had insult to injury by calling him out.
So I think what the umpire is trying to explain from their point,
which makes it a dead ball. So it's merely a swinging strike. And now it's 3-2. Chance at it. And he grounds one toward third. Beatty comes in to grab it. Makes the running toss low, but picked out nicely by Alonso Armstrong. And he takes a changeup outside. It's the second highest in the majors. And like that one.
He's got to be up there with Jake.
And he sells one of the backstop. It comes right back to Holmes as Bush has pitch of the inning for play. And Holco Armstrong hits it out to left center. Overcomes Taylor. And that retires.
Imagine that you're sitting at work one day and all of a sudden one of your bosses comes in and says, hey, you know, if we have to fire you, I think the general manager for Team Venezuela in the WBC, and he interviewed Carlos Mendoza for their managerial position. It was a 2-hour interview, and he said he was Mendoza was the pick.
That's a great story, Steve.
Wow, love it. I remember the first time I get worn down out on the cement playing catch.
Lindor. Well, it's the third straight time the Tyons got
Rolls around.
And Lindor slugs another one. Deep right center. Toward the wall. And back goes Tucker to make. On the field in this game for the Cubs. Along with Horner, Swanson, and Happ.
I bet you Lindor thought that he hit this one.
And that fastball just missed 2 balls. And Soto takes curveball for a strike, and it's 2-2. So we mentioned Horner swings at 61 points. He smacks this one in deep right field, and that ball's going to. There's Alonso, who's grounded out twice. And he takes a sinker for a strike. Giving up 4 in a game. Pulled down the line. That's a fair ball. It hits off the tarp and dies. Nemo has singled and walked already tonight. And he takes a sweeper down for ball 1. And the Cubs are just. And it's been the left-hand hitters who've done the damage. All 4 haven't thrown more than 94 in a game before this. And he's up to 99 now. 4 counts a shot. And a ground ball. Horner slides over to get it. And that retires the side. But Juan Soto joins the pitch. And signed a 7-year, 177. And draws the walk. Nicky Lopez takes a fastball strike. Lopez drew a walk his first start for Chicago. And Alvarez thought about throwing behind the runner. It's slowly. Acuna comes in. Thought about second. Goes to first in time to get the out there on Lopez.
You know, Gary, for a young player, he makes a lot of good decisions.
So Swanson in scoring position with 2 out. Here's Ian Happ. Third time around the order for Holmes, and he gets the. And Happ breaks his bat as he rolls one down to Alonso. Fields the hop. And Hollowell, the New Jersey native, by way of St. John's University, is on to pitch for the Cubs as we go to the. Alvarez swings and misses at a high fastball, and it's 0-2. So Jameson, I mean, it's trivial, but it's one of those. 2-2 to Alvarez, and he fouls back the fastball from Hollowell. Hollowell's pitched. And Alvarez chases the slider for strike 3. So and doesn't pitch well because they're missing so much of their plan for Colin Ray and Ben Brown. Grounded down to first base and handled by Bush. He beats Beatty to the bag, 2 out, but they are certainly not as. Now back. Pirates. Ground ball toward the middle, off the mound. It caroms out to Horner, who can't field it cleanly. It takes off first pitch to McNeil. The throw gets away, and Acuna's got the stolen base, his 10th of the year. McNeil homered his first time up tonight, and takes a changeup down for ball 1.
That it takes to be a base stealer. You're sliding in, the ball's coming at the same time. Someone's slapping some leather on your elbow.
From Hollowell. And that's low and away with a sweeper. 2-2. McNeil goes down swinging on an up and away fastball. So Hollowell strikes out 2 in the inning. First home run Holmes has allowed this season. And Tucker takes a fastball for a strike. Nothing. Chops one foul, and 0-2. Year before Alonso did. Check swing on the changeup. He went around for strike. One out now. Seiya Suzuki, who was grounded out and struck out 0 for 2. Popped up and foul ground. Alvarez streaking over, but it's up. 0-2 to Suzuki. And he lines one right to Acuna for the second. As far as he's gone in his first year transitioning to starting.
5-7, but of late he's been better the third time through the lineup.
And he'll pitch Sunday. Bush foul tips it. 1-2.